Remember one thing, reminder, the black woman have created all males. This is what we as a people must come to the realization. The black woman created all males. Males did not come from no God nowhere. I wasn't created by some God somewhere. The black woman literally created all males. Hi, good day. When you comprehend that the black woman literally created all males, then you would know that these stories that we as a people was indoctrinated with, to say that a woman came from the rib of a male, are not truth. But you must come to this conclusion that the black woman literally created the males. Literally. Not something that you're thinking they literally did. And why would I say that? Let me tell you why would I say that the woman literally created male. When you comprehend that when the sun manifested itself, everything changed. Everything changed. Because when you look within and go all the way before, you would see that the woman was doing for herself, which is parthenogenesis. And when the woman was doing parthenogenesis, which is that birth that woman would give with, they're saying they talk about the virgin birth, and they're talking about the birth that a woman gave without male. This parthenogenesis, it is truth. But the thing is, because of the environment that we are in, which is because of the domestication of man, the domestication of humans, we as a people, especially the women, have adapted to this mindset that you need the presence of a male for them to be impregnate. But I said to you, when you look at when the woman literally gave birth to males, women impregnate themselves. Why would I say that? If you look within a woman, you will see that the body parts of the woman, which is the ovary, the fallopian tube, the egg, which they call it the egg, but is actually the seed, the uterus, which is the womb. It got the hymen, which not supposed to be broken by penetration, but it can push out. The way the hymen is designed within the woman, it is designed for the baby to come through. If you ever look up hymen, and you would see that the baby that comes through a woman, it literally can come out through the hymen, and the hymen could put itself back in place without being broken. That's the way the hymen is set up. But if the hymen is penetrated from the outside, the hymen becomes destroyed, showing you that the woman was not created to be penetrated. Okay? The woman was not created to be penetrated, but the woman was created to bring forth babies, which is through the hymen. Okay? The woman was created. If you look at the hymen, you go and stop and look at the hymen that is within the woman. You will see that the hymen have an elastic stretch mechanism that is stretched outward. So when the baby coming out, it stretches and it comes from this way and it comes outward. Okay, that's what the hymen does. The hymen stretch outward and it expands at the same time when it's stretched outward. So a baby can literally come through the hymen without the hymen being broken. But the moment the hymen penetrates, it going against the hymen, because the hymen was created to come outwardly instead of going inward. So how the how the how the hymen get destroyed is when a male penetrate the hymen and it breaks it because it going opposite to where it's supposed to flow. And this is how the hymen are destroyed. So it is proof that the woman supposed to produce baby but not be penetrated. Okay? And one of the things you can see is within the vagina itself, behind the hymen, you would see the Bartholin glands. The Bartholin glands itself is what produce sperm cells, which they call mucus. Okay, they call it mucus. For me, it is the reason why they call it mucus. It is to downplay the sperm cells that actually literally are within the woman. This is the reason why they call it mucus. When you comprehend that the woman have everything in place, which is substantial evidence and proof that woman was created and formed to create within themselves. Because we know that, guess what? Without ovulation, no baby can be created and formed within a woman. None. So ovulation occur before any sperm cells are applied to this process of pregnancy. Okay? So the woman releasing the seed, which they call the egg, through the fallopian, it goes through the fallopian tube, and as it goes through the fallopian tube, it comes down to the uterus, and that's where it sits until sperm cells comes through. Now, many would say, okay, so that's showing you everything was in place and everything is still in place today, but because of penetration, woman does not impregnate themselves in that manner anymore because of penetration and domestication, because the mindset of that have been changed also. Okay, the environment of that is no longer exist. So they become what they became. So go back to the point of woman giving birth to the male. Because we know that woman was literally giving birth on their own and they was producing only at that time female. Just like the trees produce female trees, and because of crossbreeding, now today the female trees also produce male trees. Okay? But at first, female trees was only producing female trees. So we need to know that and comprehend that's what it was. Woman now as male being produced was produced through that process. Now, why would the woman change the gender within herself as she was pregnant and she impregnate herself? How did this occur? You must comprehend that women then never moved by emotions. Okay? They never moved by emotions. Okay? So I'm saying to you, so you may comprehend, women then never moved by emotions and their feelings. They move by their creative ability. Okay? Purpose, their creative ability, because the woman then was creative, and this what it was. So now, when you comprehend that the woman did not move by emotions and feelings, but they were moving by their creative ability to solve issues that occur within their immediate life. Okay? This why male was created. The agenda of the woman is what create the gender which is male. Okay? Male never created woman. Woman was and still to date is the only man, because they was that man, woman. Now, male become gender because of the agenda of the woman. Do we comprehend what I'm saying? Now, the woman creating the male, how and what made her create the male? Because remember, there was not moved by emotions. Okay, they was not moved by emotion, but they was moved by their creative ability. Okay, they were moved by their creative ability. Now check this out. When the sun manifested itself, everything changed. Everything. Emotions appear in the way that it never was. An illusion was created to make them believe that that which created, that which they saw as the light, that which they saw as the creator was and did in their minds, it disappeared. But what they didn't pay attention to, instead of it being outward, it was actually inward. You see, when you see a thing, it manifests within because you perceive it. Now, the blackness, which was the image of the creator, was no longer on the outside of themselves, but it was on the inside of themselves. So when they're looking outwardly, looking for the image of the creator, that the sun created the illusion, they panicked. It created for the first time emotions. And this emotion made them change the gender that was already within them. This is why I said to people all the time, woman is what create and determine the gender even to date. Because of the need of the woman, if you check today, as we see, majority of women that bring forth male children, they bring forth male children because the male present are not present. They might be around, but they are not present. They are not with, as moving as one with the woman. And because of that reason, that woman always in need of that male present. And because of that reason, that need of the woman shape these babies. Go and look for yourself. Look at every family that you see today. From today, you go and look. Pay attention to every family and ask them questions and pay attention and see for yourself. Examine for yourself. Look for yourself and see that every male that are within a family, it is because number one, that male are not present. They might be around, but not present. They are not one with that woman. And because of that reason, the woman create within herself what she needs. Okay? That is the reason why male was created in the first place. Male was created not for sex, but because the woman thought that that which provides for them, that which protects them, that which sustains them was no longer present. So they created the male. And in the process of creating the male, not only the dark male, also they created the white male also. And from the white male, of all the mixing and all this stuff that you see all these people today are what they are today. So when we sit down and truly comprehend that the black woman is that which created all males. You heard all kind of stories about the Anunnaki story, the mad scientist, all kind of, I call that madness. Okay? You know, anybody could say what they want to say and try to make believe. Because, like I said, when males was created, there was no application to say race division. There was none of that. Race division come way later. Just the other day, race division came and came into being to say race separation and all this foolishness. But if you want no truth to say who created, as we would say, because this kind of talk just start happening just the other day when all these racist mindset occurred. But if you want to know truth to say who created the white male, it is the black woman. It is the black woman. The black woman is who created them. The black woman is who created the dark males. The black woman is who created them. Okay? The black woman is what did that. So, when you comprehend that, you would know that all of this, they came from the black woman, which is the foundation. She is the one who did that. Okay? She's the one who did that. And did she within her, she give traits. She give the traits of which they have today. If you look and you pay attention, you would see it for yourself. You would see it for yourself. You know, you would see it for yourself that the black woman is what created all males. No males, no males created no woman. Okay? They reversed it today and make you believe that males determine the gender, to say that male have the Y chromosome and the X chromosome. So because of that reason, that the male determine the gender. There's no truth in that. None. Zero proof in that. What truly occurs is simple. The woman determine the gender of the baby as the need of the woman occur. Okay? That's what, and that's where the determination of the baby comes from. The woman, no male, have no say to say like, there's the one that did that. No. The woman in need of that present, and even so the woman create that which was and are in need to fulfill the issue that are at hand. So that's how male was created. The dark male was created because the sun manifested itself. And when the sun manifested itself, emotions occurred. As emotions occurred, women start to feel emotions, and upon that, they changed the gender within their pregnancy because they was already impregnating themselves. From there, how the white male was created, the first white male, it's simple. As the sun manifested itself, temperature changes, water start rising, stuff start happening, snow start falling, and upon that, the woman again change and bring forth that which is a solution to the issue at hand. The white male was created and formed by the woman, and she placed within them traits, which is the traits of the need that she needed. And what she needed, as the snow manifested itself, she needed the sun to manifest itself again. Because at the time it was cold for the first time, and they needed violence, which was the sun, to melt the snow, and they needed all the traits of jealousy, hatred, to actually melt the snow, and this why these traits are in them. You must comprehend. This is why the traits are in them. Dark males learn violence. Dark males are not born with violence. It's a difference. So when I see you as a people talking and running and saying what you're saying, you need to know truth. Truth is manifestation. This is what I'm saying to you. Okay? The black woman created all males. This is what you need to realize. And this is what, and when she created them, she put traits in them. She put in them what she needed. When she created the dark males, what she needed. Let me tell you what she needed. She was seeking for the creator, because that was that which disappeared as the sun manifested itself. The sun is what changed everything that you see upon this earth. The sun is what opposed the blackness and create the illusion that we today walk in and think in the sun. Now, know that it is the black male, it is the black woman that create all males. And through parthenogenesis, she did that, not through sexual intercourse. Okay? And the white females, how did the white females manifested themselves and came into being? Through sexual intercourse. That's the only way that white females and the white females actually came into being, through sexual intercourse. Black people, the male, appeared through parthenogenesis. Okay? But the white females manifested themselves through sexual intercourse. And now today, the whole earth have adapted to that which is not truth. We are walking in the illusion. We are walking in that which is not truth, thinking that sexual intercourse, it is the way for reproduction, for producing children. That's what we think. And that's what we have reached to, because we have seen it and we have accepted as truth. But it's not truth. It is the lie that have been maintained, sustained by the system that we so worship, and that it is worshiping the sun. How long are we going to worship the sun? Because that's what we continue doing. We continue worshiping the sun. The sun is that which deceived us. The sun is what creates emotions. The sun is what creates violence. The sun is the first violence upon this earth. The sun is that creates emotions. This is why every religion is based upon the emotions and the domination of the woman. Okay? So when it comes to males, males was created, all was created by the dark woman. So if there are any questions, there only one God, that's Allah. Allah is a metanoun. Allah is not. How can you say Allah? Allah is just like how you say. Okay? Allah is not. The creator itself have no rules, no regulation. So Allah cannot be the creator. Okay? Allah was created by men. Men. All law was, which is saying all laws, was created by men. Man cannot be all. Man cannot be the creator itself. So when you're saying Allah is God, Allah might be your God, but Allah is not the creator. Okay? Let's make it clear. Allah is not the creator. So when you say Allah is to say you are slave to something, you are governed by something. Allah is a slave master. What island? You comprehend what I'm saying to you? Allah is a slave master. Allah is laws that are created. You know? You see, many of you come and speak about Allah. Do you know that they worship the black cube? You know what the black cube truly represent? It represents blackness, which is existent itself. Do you understand what you're saying? Do you understand what you're worshiping? No. You're just speaking because you have a mouth to speak and you was indoctrinated. Okay? They worship the black cube. They truly worship the black cube, which is existent itself, which is blackness. Okay? So Allah Our law truly represent, okay? Our law truly represent man's idea of laws, rules, regulations. The creator itself have no limits, no limits, no rules, no laws. When laws are put in place, they are put in place by men because they are determined by men. Okay? That's what it is. So, let me say something to you. Remember this. The creator is not a he. Okay? Let's make it clear. The creator is not a he. A he does not create within itself. Okay? Remember this. A he does not create within itself. Do we comprehend what I'm saying to you? A he does not create within itself. The creator is not a he. The creator have no gender. Okay? The creator have no gender. Gender is not the creator. Okay? The creator itself is existent itself. Not gender. Gender comes because male was created by a woman. Okay? That's when gender occurred. Without woman, which is existent itself, gender cannot happen. Do we understand what I'm saying to you? Okay? Gender cannot happen. Okay? Gender cannot happen. Okay? Let me say it again to you. Remember that. Okay? Joy is not nothing to me. Blackness is the image of the Creator. Blackness is the name of the Creator because I have seen blackness. I know blackness exists. This is not something I have to guess. This is not something I don't have to wonder and worry and listen to me. Blackness is the image of the Creator. Blackness exists. Everything is to date in blackness. The earth is maintained in blackness. The vibration, consciousness, they are all in blackness. All life sustained within blackness. Blackness is the only thing that have eternity. Blackness is the only day. And everything is a service to blackness. Do we comprehend what I am saying to you as a people? So when you come talking about Jah, when you're talking about these are fake names to distract you from the fullness of truth. Blackness is that which holds all, maintains all, sustains all, and will always be, and it is wholeness. Blackness is the source. Don't deny the source. Remember that. Blackness is that source. And this is what you need to realize. Okay? Blackness is that source. And this is what blackness is. So when they're talking about Jamaica, all colors. Now, let me say something to you. Blackness is all in all. All dwells within blackness. Okay? All dwells within blackness. Blackness is that which exists. Okay? Blackness is that which exists. Without blackness, nothing would be today. He guide not to worship. Serve him only. And listen, I am not here to lead you to worship nothing. Let's make this thing clear here. But to bring clarity to you as a people that you are truly free within the blackness. When you come to the realization that number one, no man was created to worship nothing. That's number one. But every man was created to be adorned, to be decked out, and to be a creator of solutions to issues that are at hand. Every man was created to grow automatically because someone will supply their needs for growth. And when they reach to the place of their own, to do their own supply, they will continue to be a creator of solution to issues. So, I am not here to encourage you to worship nothing. Okay? Because when you worship anything, you become a slave to that thing. Get out this mindset of being a slave. Okay? When you create, you know, so this is what I'm saying to you. Yeah, so this is what I am saying to you. Know that you say, I serve a great God who will reward good doers in the afterlife. How about you? Listen, I have no afterlife because I live now in eternity. And my eternity, death is not a part of my eternity. Do you comprehend what I'm saying to you? Death is not a part of my eternity. Death is something that was taught to you to make you think that afterlife would be better than now. Okay? Now is eternity. I walk in eternity, and that eternity is blackness. Do we comprehend what I'm saying to you? That eternity is truly blackness. You are in eternity. You are in the day. Man create the illusion of time within that which is eternity. Okay? Now, when you walk in that which is time and you have accepted death as your reward point, even so, death would be your reward point. Death is not my reward point. Life is my reward point. The moment I came through the womb of my mother and came on this side with consciousness, my life began. I began to live, and my eternity has begun. I look not forward for death, but I look forward for life. Reward is now. What reward I look forward for? My reward is now. I would live eternally. I live in eternity. Eternity dwells within me. So why would I look for a reward after? What reward? Have you ever seen anyone come and tell you they received their reward? What reward they have received? That is just the chop, the religious way of thinking. Okay? You're funny. You go in front of a moving car. That's your mindset. That's your suicidal way of thinking. Okay? I don't think of death. Why would I go in front of a moving car? Why would I do that? Why would I want to do that? Eh? Eh? How many people go in front of a moving car and not die? Come on, come with some different logic. You know, come with some different logic. Okay? Because it's very simple. Your eternity, your reward after death, your reward after death is something that you all make up to justify being enslaved now. Okay? That's what it is. Eternity is life itself. Okay? Eternity is life itself. Okay? That's what it is. Eternity is life itself. As you live in this lifetime, as you as a person come through the womb of a woman and receive consciousness, you are walking in eternity. Eternity. Anytime you think about death, it's because you were taught about death. You're telling me when you were born, you start thinking about death? That's what you're telling me? This is what you're telling me. The moment you are born and you come through the womb of a woman and you start to think about death. Now, you literally start to think about life. And life, and life, it's eternity. When you comprehend you're walking in eternity because you're walking in that which is eternity, which is the blackness, which is existence itself. And existence itself is eternal. And when you comprehend that this is eternal and you are in eternity, then you accept it as such, not as death. I'm looking forward for not death. As a kid, you just learn that why you have a mind. Yes, you do learn from the environment that was created for you. Now, if you grow up in an environment that death is not spoken of, that death is not a part of it, I still accept that we are walking in eternity. Okay? Yes, it is. It's Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. It's nothing about Adam and Eve. Adam, many will say about the atom and, all these kind of scientific ways of trying to connect things. But if you can look at the Bible, in the way that, like I said, woman created male. Woman created male, not because some God somewhere tell them to create. No, woman literally create them. Woman create them. That's what it is. Look at how high he is. High, who is me? Let me just make clear to you. I don't smoke, I don't drink. Glory unto the Creator, which is my mind. I don't smoke and drink. I don't need to smoke and drink. I speak from what I know, not what I have been indoctrinated with. Because no man have indoctrinated me with what I know. But I have seen and heard for myself by manifestation, by the illumination of the pineal gland. No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't get involved in foolishness. Who pay for my food? I plant my food. Food is money. I plant my food. All. All. You see? I'm not a part of your system. You see it? I'm not a part of your system. Remember that. You're gonna be alright. Bob Marley made Bob Marley, who made blackness then? Who made blackness then? Blackness exists on its own. Blackness don't need no one, nothing to create it. Blackness exists on its own. Remember that. Blackness exists on its own. Everything came from blackness. Everything maintained in blackness. Blackness was and are before all. All blackness is. I'm a earth man. I'm a earth man. I am from earth. I'm a earth man. And that's what I am. That's what I am. You know. But come back to what I was saying. I just want to make clear to you that No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink no sodas. I don't drink nothing that is processed. I eat nothing that is called processed food. Nothing. Everything have been weaponized. Anything that they say process, I don't eat it. Okay? And I don't smoke. Thank this. This mind makes me be aware not to smoke. Okay? This mind make me be aware not to smoke. Do you get anger? Angry? Nah. For what? What's the purpose of me getting angry? For what? What's the purpose? Okay. Well, for your question, what Jed Rasta do not smoke? Many. Many do not. Okay. Many do not smoke. You see, I have locks that takes me to the original way of living. When you see a man with these, this truly represent. If that man is truly representing these in the original way that they ought to be, not the way the system have programmed us to accept them as, because they cannot stop the momentum of them. These originally, it is the original way that man, which was the first man upon this earth, ever walked in. Because there was no comb, there was no clippers, cutters, razors, none of that. Even so, they never cut their hair. And it was about them demonstrating who they are as they flow with the nature, the natural way of life. So this is why, and this is where this came from. Okay? The first black woman upon this earth, she grew these. And upon respect and honor to her, even so I grow these. Okay? So now you understand, now you comprehend. Not the way the system portray these. These doesn't represent smoking. These represent a pure way of life. A life that is truly pure. A life that is truly connected to the original way of life. Which is, number one, you don't cut. Because if you're going to go to the original way of life, the original way of life is very simple. You don't cut because there was no comb. You don't comb because there was none. There was no comb. There was no razor to cut your hair. There was no thought of cutting hair. But over time, the system was created and to make you believe beautification standard becomes that which is to shave your hair, cut your hair, and all that. And that's what the standard became. And for people who does not comprehend, they think that that is the way. Okay? They think that is the way. And because of that reason, many today, thinking that cutting your hair, shaping your beard, do all this is beautification. The standard of living, but it's not. When? So you're telling me before Egypt, before Egypt, there was life before Egypt. Okay? Before Egypt, there was life. Let me make clear to you. Before Egypt, there was life. The woman, the black woman who ruled and was the one that all humanity looked towards, the woman. They, at the time, had no comb, had no. But like I said, over time, Egypt is not the first. Okay? Egypt is not the first. Let's make it clear. Egypt is not the first. Okay? So before that, there was born upon this earth that there was a time that there was no comb, there was no razors, there was no scissors, but hair grew naturally. Okay? Hair grew naturally as a connective mechanism to the environment that they were in. Okay? Okay? So, this is why, and this is that. Any more questions? So I appreciate that. No questions? Thought you have some questions. I know worth when I see worth. Prove blackness doesn't exist. Prove that blackness does not exist. Bring your best scientists, bring your best thinkers, and prove that blackness does not exist. When everything else exists and everything exists within blackness. Prove that everything does not come as energy, does not come out of blackness. Prove it as you would say wrong. Prove it contrary. Prove it contrary. Everything dwells within blackness. Everything sustains within blackness. Everything maintains within blackness. Vibration is blackness. What? Indoctrination is very simple. I indoctrinate you and make you think that reality is not reality. And this is what, with us as a people, we have been brainwashed for so long, indoctrinated for so long. So when truth hits you, yes, because all this time you believed in the indoctrination that you have walked in and think that you are living life, but you're actually walking in death. You have been brainwashed. You have been indoctrinated for so long. But I say to you, truth cannot be stopped. Remember that. Truth cannot be stopped. Truth always here. You know, I have regained all sense and ability to go beyond that which I was indoctrinated from a baby. The world system, I have learned and have overcome by coming to know the truth. And the truth is that blackness, everything dwells within it. Everything dwells within blackness. Blackness sustains everything. Blackness is everywhere at the same time. Blackness is eternity. Blackness created and formed the earth. Blackness is the true foundation of life. Blackness is that which create the earth, the black woman, and all consciousness comes from. When who die? When who die? When you die, there's no death for me. I walk in eternity. Eternity is now. I walk in the consciousness of the Creator. The Creator itself is eternity. It's eternal. I walk with it. It's with me at all time. You ever heard them say, energy never dies? They say energy never dies. Okay? That's what they're saying. This is what your scientists and your scholars say. Which consciousness, it never goes. It goes return to what which was. Okay? I am with the Creator now and always will be. Okay? It's not something I'm trying to be. I am. So death is not a part of my world. That's not a part of my mindset. I live life now and be a creator of solution to issues that are at hand. And that's it. I call myself no name. I give myself no name. Whatever you want to call, whatever you see, that's on you. I just walk in that which is of the Creator. For I am fully conscious of the Creator, which is eternity itself. Olive. Blue. Olive green. Yeah, so coming back to what I am saying, where I started from, is to let you know that woman, the black woman specifically, created all males, whether the dark males or the other males. All started from the black woman. All. I don't care which one of them that you know of to date started from the black woman. And remember this. From that, this is why I say what I said to you. All males, all was created by the woman. In the Book of Blackness. In the Book of Blackness, go to Amazon and look for the Book of Blackness, and then you will find where it's written. Monkey is better than you. Let me tell you that. Monkey are better than you. Remember that. Remember that. Monkey are better than you. You don't have what it takes. In every way. Remember that. Yes, I did. You're right. I am not darkness. I am blackness. Remember that. You're right. I am not. Because you don't even know what's the difference between blackness and darkness. You don't even know the difference. But you're here, show it. You don't even know the difference between blackness and darkness. Let me teach you so you may comprehend what's the difference between blackness and darkness. Because your school of thought never taught you. So let me teach you. The difference between blackness and darkness is simple. Blackness exists. Darkness are created by that which exists, combining two together, which is light, which is man, the glow, which we were the light at that time. And because we being the light, combining with blackness, it becomes darkness. And that's how darkness ever been and ever be. It takes two, which is blackness, and a light to combine together to create darkness. Okay? A combination of two. Darkness is evil. How darkness become evil? Darkness become evil because your mind was programmed to accept and believe in that foolishness, that programmed. Darkness is not evil. How darkness become evil? Didn't you as a person was born out of darkness? Didn't your mother take you within her womb for how much months for in darkness for how much months? So you're telling me you're coming out of the darkness. It's evil? That's what you're saying? Satan is what? Darkness. You don't even know what Satan is. And that's the problem. We speak because we have a mouth to speak, but we don't think. Your Bible tells you that Satan is actually the sun. So how Satan can be darkness? Your Bible, because you're a Bible thumper. So your Bible tells you Satan is the sun. So, your Bible tells you that Satan is is the bright and morning star. So why are you going to say that darkness is Satan? How foolish can you get? You can see you are a foolish person. Okay? And this is what I'm saying to you as a people. You could see that you are a person that the speaking because you got a mouth to speak. And this is what I'm saying to you. Okay? How are you going to say that Satan is darkness? Satan cannot be darkness. Okay? This is the foolishness that you are walking and don't even hear walking in foolishness. This is the program that you have been programmed with for so many years. It's time to get out of it because blackness is existent itself. Blackness is the image of the Creator. Blackness is eternity. Blackness sustains all. Blackness all dwells within. Do we comprehend what I'm saying to you? And blackness manifests itself in every man that truly, that their pineal gland are truly enlightened. If you as a person that say you are enlightened and not never had an encounter with true existence itself, which is blackness, you have not reached to the level of highness. The highest vibration that you can even think of is blackness. There's nothing higher than blackness. Remember that. Nothing, and I mean nothing, higher than blackness. Blackness is that which is the highest and the depths. Nothing more higher than blackness, nothing more deeper than blackness. Remember that. Blackness is the image of the Creator. Remember that. I'm going to, you know, I'm a Muslim. It's okay if you're a Muslim. I have nothing against you. You're going to be all right. I'm saying I not a Christian. It doesn't matter to me. It don't matter if Christian, Muslim, all of these, all of these religion was created for one thing. Main thing was to oppress women. All religion was created to oppress women. And this is what you really need to realize. So when you write and say to me that you are Muslim, it doesn't matter to me. All religion was created to oppress women. Tell me which one of your religion doesn't oppress women. That's what they were created for. And to deny blackness. Tell me which one of your religion doesn't deny blackness at the same time worshiping blackness. Even to the Muslim religion, still worship the black cube, which is a representation of that which exists before all. Okay? Blackness is the true foundation of all existence. Okay? So, good day, good day. Good day, good day, good day, good day. So this is what we need to realize. You can try to, you cannot downplay blackness. You cannot continue to disrespect blackness. Blackness is that which exists and will always be what it is. How do we experience true blackness? How do you truly experience true blackness? Let me explain something to you. First, you must come to the comprehension that blackness exists when nothing else exists. That's the first thing. You gotta come to that comprehension. Blackness exists when nothing else exists. And when you come to that conclusion, you need to know this, that you as a person was not put here to be a slave to nothing. You was put up on this earth to be free. You must comprehend that. You're put up on this earth to be free. And you was put here to be what? A creator of solutions to issues that will occur, for you will grow. And from there, live your life and do what is right unto all. And how do you do that? It's simple. Create solutions to issues that occur within your immediate life. And everything and anyone that around you will receive some of the benefits that you being the creator of. That's it. And from there, watch yourself and look forward for the manifestation of existence itself, which is blackness within you, which will be the fluids of the body, raising up the chakra, and then illuminating the pineal gland. And as it illuminates the pineal gland, you would see the fullness of existence itself, which is blackness, moving upon the waters, and you're truly seeing within. And when you see within, which is existence itself, you would know that existence is truly blackness. That's how you come to experience this blackness. That no man can take it away from you. You will come to know it for yourself. You will see it for yourself. Blackness. The earth and the black woman created the male. Remember, the black woman is what created males. And this is what I'm saying. So, what questions you have to ask so I could answer your question? If you're saying Haile Selassie is blackness, I would say no. If you're saying Haile Selassie is blackness, I would say to you no. You have answered. Let me see what the question. Let me see your question. Darkness is blackness. Blackness is darkness. No. Darkness is not blackness. Blackness is not darkness. Blackness exists. Okay? Blackness exists. It takes a glow of light, which came from, which at the time, when the first time darkness was created, because I go to the original source, the first time darkness was created, okay, it took a combination of things, which is the glow of man and the glow of the things that was created, to combine it with the blackness to create darkness. Okay, darkness is two, blackness is one, and that's the difference between darkness and blackness. What else question? What is the next question? What's the next question? Let me see what's the next question. Next question. Emperor Haile Selassie is beginning without end of blackness. Emperor Haile Selassie is not the beginning of nothing. If you want to know truth, Emperor Haile Selassie is the continuation of the oppression of black people by the colonial powers. They use him as a tool for that purpose. Okay? If you look and pay attention to his reign and how everything about Haile Selassie occurred, you will see it was all endorsed and pushed by the Western world for him to be in the position that he was. And it was politically motivated. Because if you look at history and know true history about Haile Selassie, not the narrative that they have created, but the truth. And the truth will tell you that the man that was before him, who was called King of Kings, Haile Selassie had nothing to do with that man. But because of politics and the West's interests, put Haile Selassie in the position and the place that he became. And when he became what he became, he was politically used because they was aware that slavery had to be abolished. So they used him to be that. Slavery was already abolished, but they was giving them independence. And around that time, which is like around the time they created, which today is the African Union, and then he traveled to the Caribbean when they were creating the Caribbean state, which is the whole Caribbean state at the time. When he traveled here, the only reason why he traveled here because they were trying to, the powers that be, which is, it was England then, and the United States and all the Western countries, they used him to be that, to keep our people in bondage, okay? To keep Christianity, which is mental slavery, alive. So I am not caught up with that. I go to the source, and the source is the original, which is blackness. Blackness, which was, and the chosen one is the black woman. That's the true chosen one upon this earth, the black woman. Okay? She is the owner. Haile Selassie is a destruction from the true chosen one, which is the black woman, that was given the earth rightful right and the earth rightful ruler. And they use Haile Selassie as a distraction from giving the earth rightful ruler, which is the black woman, who they have created religion to take away the ownership of the earth from. Okay? So Haile Selassie was used as a political tool for the elites and the political class to keep black people enslaved. So, what is the next question? So Haile Selassie is not, Emperor Haile Selassie is not what y'all think. Why these levels of consciousness can never be clearly explained by those who claim to reach it? My people is simple. They cannot explain it because they never reached there. I speak because I know. I reached there. I am there. Okay, I am there. So I can speak because I'm there. I know what it is. Okay? They never reach there. And this is the reason why I cannot explain. Okay? I am there. I know what it is. Okay? I know what it is. What is the question? What's the question? He said, weed is amazing, fam. What your thought on weed? What my thought on weed? Personally, I don't use weed. I don't use marijuana. I don't smoke it. Okay, but if it is for a medical purpose, the pure marijuana, I would use it for for medical purpose and healing purposes. But smoking, I don't smoke. That's number one. I do not smoke. There are many herbs that I use that benefit me way beyond marijuana. So I don't use marijuana. Marijuana is not something I use, and marijuana is something that I don't follow the crowd. I try, I walk away from the crowd because the way the crowd is going is destruction, and they're actually in the system, in the loop of the system. So I refuse to travel in that manner. But marijuana, for me, knowing what I know today, they have polluted it, they have poisoned it, and they continue to do so. But if you want to use for medical purposes in the purest form of it, that's on you. But I personally don't use it. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. I don't, none of that. Anything that deal with the system, I don't be a part of it. I refuse to be a part of the system mentality. I refuse to be a part of the system way of living. I refuse to be it. I refuse to be it. So, what's the next question? Boy, it's okay. You know, you see, you are aware of the illusion that they have created. And I know that truth is truth. Blackness is the highest frequency. There's nothing exists that is deeper than blackness. There's nothing higher than blackness. There's nothing wider than blackness. All are in blackness. Uh, uh-huh. Let me see here now. I think I'm gonna yeah, no, but true. Mm, who was given You say what? Who was given Ethiopia independence? Who was given in the Ethiopia independence? What kind of question is that? Who was given Ethiopia independence? Who was given Ethiopia independence? According to your indoctrination, Ethiopia was not colonized, so who was given Ethiopia independence? But Ethiopia did not have the power as you think. Ethiopia was controlled by the system because of the leader that was in power. It's simple. Who gave Ethiopia independence? What kind of question is that? According to you, Ethiopia was not colonized, so what kind of foolish question is that? But anyway, let's move on. I know. So where's the source of knowledge? Look within. You must look within, and you must start from blackness. You must start from blackness. Let me teach you something, so you must comprehend something. Stop looking without. Start from this place. Start from within. That's number one. Start from within. Your source of knowledge is very simple. Start from within. And you must start with blackness, which is existence. And from there, the earth. And from there, remember this, the source, which is the black woman. Run your knowledge through these three, and that's when you know truth. If you want to verify anything dealing with knowledge, you must verify through these three channels. Blackness, the earth, and the black woman. These are the source to verify any knowledge that you should have as truth. Blackness, existent itself, the earth created by the blackness, and that which is the black woman, which have the combination of the blackness and the earth. She is the true source, and she will reveal all to you. That's the source of my knowledge. What else? You said Emperor Haile Selassie is not a Christian. Hey, you're funny. Rastafari is a Christ. Man. You know, we can twist words all day. Emperor Haile Selassie was a Christian, and Ethiopia was a Christian state at the time. So for you to even think and try to come with a thought that he was not, he was. So come with something else. Let me hear what somebody want to ask a question, a real question. And what is the most I can get from this? Is what you want to take from it. What you want to take from it, that's your business. I speak truth. I know you like lies. Truth is looking within. Look within you. International herb. That's right. Herbs, not just herb. Um. Okay. What else? What's the? Let me see. Said people would. You said people would think you using blackness against them. Why would people think that I would use blackness against them? Why? That's the question to you. Now, I would say this much to you. If you think that I would use blackness against you, it's because you as a person are indoctrinated to think that blackness is nothing. You see, when you know and accept that blackness is true existent, and know that all things dwells within blackness, and everything are sustained by blackness, and out of blackness come the consciousness that you have to date. How would you, in your right mind, unless you are indoctrinated, think I would use blackness against you? It's impossible for you to think in that way when you come and accept that blackness is true existence. So I don't believe that people would think that I'm using blackness against them. No. You said the whole reality is an illusion. How reality can be an illusion? See, when you know blackness exists, even though you see the sun, you know blackness exists. That's reality. Okay? So how can you say the whole reality is an illusion? No, the whole reality is not an illusion. Okay? The illusion is to think that something is there, something is not there, and it is actually there. That's the illusion. The whole reality is not illusion. Okay? So, what is light? You say light is greater indefinitely. What is light? That's a question to you. Would you put it in the comments? What is light? What is light? That's my question to you, my brother. Um, Let me see what is here. Life is the greatest. Reincarnation. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Let's see. I hope we. Okay. Blackness. So darkness, brother, is your death. Darkness is who death? My death? You said in this life, the life after Rastafari is the king creator. Funny man. Let me look for something to answer. Melchizedek order. is the foundation of blackness. Make Exodus order the foundation of blackness. Y'all are caught up in this Bible story, ain't it? Y'all gonna be alright. The truth is the truth. Melchizedek order represent the white man, the white male. That's what they represent. Okay? The Adam story, all that Adam story is representing the Caucasian mindset. So Marcus Garvey is one of teachers of blackness. That's right. Marcus Garvey is the one of them. Yeah, he's one of them. What else? Here, black conscious. Let me see. Let me see here. If you do not believe in Jesus and Jesus Christ, unites the human race of all color. Jesus is no truth in that. It's a reality. Let me see what is here. Light is blackness. That's truth. Light is blackness. That's correct. Blackness is light. Blackness is light. Light is blackness. Blackness is the true light. That's correct. I found. Okay. I am not. You said you are talking hatred towards the white man, brother, but you are acting like a white man. Okay. Why I'm not using an African language? I was not born in Africa. Okay. I was not born in no specific place but earth. I speak language of the earth. And my language is truly telepathic communication. That's my language. Okay? That is my true language. Telepathically communicating, that is my true language. That language go beyond any boundaries, any borders. But I speak in the way that you can comprehend. That's why I speak in English. Telepathically, you're not ready because your mind is not there. Okay, you're not on the level of telepathic communication. You see it? You see, telepathic communication You won't even, you're not there on that level for that kind of communication. See, language are created to be to deceive those who does not walk in that language. But communicating to you because you speak in English, I am good, okay? Because I have to speak in a way that you can comprehend. Blackness is the creator and is the image of the creator. Blackness is the true vibration, okay? People do feel disrespect when you make black sound greater than other just cure for all. Like I said, black is higher than everything. Okay? Black exists when nothing else exists. Okay? Blackness is the creator. But when I started this here, I started it as to tell you that the black woman created the male. That's what I started saying. And not only the male, all males. She created them and started them. And from her, all exist. We talk about language closing, language close. Ah, you're gonna be all right. Well, report it for hate speech. I'm not moved by your report. You understand? Report it by hate speech. That's on you. If you want to report it, that's your business. I don't care what you report. Okay? I don't care what you report. Truth is truth. Because let me say something to you. What I learned in life, that you report this as hate speech and something happened to this channel, guess what? You will reap what you sow. Okay? You will reap what you sow. And what you will reap is not what you sow. Because you plant one seed by one report. When it comes to you, it'll come back into a whole tree. And this tree will bear much fruit. And when this tree bear these fruits, you'll reap the harvest of those fruits. And then you wonder why things collapse for you. Then you wonder why things happen to you. Because you sow them. Truth is truth. So you report. I'm not moved by your foolishness. I'm not controlled by your foolishness. I am beyond that foolishness. So I'm not moved by you. I'm telling you, just like how it is. Blackness is the image of the creator. And this is what it is. Blackness is what sustains all. This is what it is. Without blackness, nothing exists. Prove me wrong. That's what you do. Prove me wrong. Bring your best of your best and prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And this is what I'm saying to you. Prove me wrong. That's all I have to say to any one of you. Yeah, so I like I like this. Blackness is Blackness is not Rastafari for all, no race. Blackness is by itself. Blackness exists before any Rastafari. Rastafari was fabricated and placed upon black people by the powers that was, which is Britain, United States, the whole Western world, to oppress and keep black people in the slave mentality. As Marcus Garvey said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Haile Selassie represented mental slavery, represented Christianity. Okay? Rastafari, which is Haile Selassie, represented that. So, blackness exists before all that, and blackness is true freedom. Blackness is truly free. Blackness is not some colonial powers, trick, and games. So, ask some real questions and speak some real things. You know. So, say here. That's right. I am not no Rastafarian. I am an original man that know that I don't represent Haile Selassie. Let me make clear to you, I do not represent Haile Selassie. I represent blackness. And blackness is existent itself. Blackness, the earth, and the chosen one, which is the black woman. And this is the true Trinity that existed before all. So when I have my hair and represent these, you don't represent Haile Selassie. You represent the original blackness, not no Haile Selassie. What's the question? Blackness is an illusion. You would like it to be an illusion, eh? Blackness is existent, bro. Anyway, you're gonna be alright. Blackness is not, Rastafari is not blackness for all race. That's the illusion you try to create. No, I'm not a Christian. I am not a Christian. I am not a Christian. Blackness represent all the way. Look, Australia. It's okay. I appreciate. Whatever you want to say. I love you too, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. If you got a question to ask a real question, brother. You know, ask a real question so I can answer a question that you ask. Ask a real question about dealing with the blackness. You know. You say what? God is love. Let us all love. Nah, God is not love. That's foolishness. That's the way the system is set up to make you believe that God is love. God is not love. Okay? God is not love. Which is to say, the Creator is not love. Okay? The Creator is not love. When you comprehend that love is a duality mindset, you know that the Creator have no duality mindset. The Creator is oneness. The Creator is wholeness. The Creator is not love. That's foolishness. The Creator is not love. That's foolishness. That's the duality mindset that they want you to walk in. Let's be real. Okay? He said, John 1 disagree with you. Okay. Let's go with it with love. Okay? How God can be love? How God become love? How God become love? You tell me God have emotions? That's what you're telling me? Love comes because of emotions. The Creator don't have no emotions. Men have emotions. Okay? So emotions is your God. And this is what you need to realize. God is not love. The Bible is telling you that emotions is your God. Okay? And this is what you don't comprehend. When you say God is love, it is saying emotions are your God. This is what it's saying to you. Because we know the foundation of love is emotions. Okay? The foundation of love is emotion. Love are created by emotions. Okay? So you're telling me that emotions is before love? So emotions is before the Creator? Never. You need to check your words and how you see things. You have been programmed and been misled. Let me say it again to you. Love is not God. It's not the creator. Let's be clear. It's not the creator. Love is not the creator. Love is not the creator. I know you never heard it like that before, but guess what? It's okay. It will sting you. It will hit you like thunder. It will shatter all you know. So, being offended, being shocked, stunned, outbursts with emotions, it's okay. That's part of it. Dismantling the foolishness that you've been taught all your life. Love is the creator? No. Love is not the creator. Love is not the creator. Love is not the creator. Love is to make you love. It's not the creator. Let's make it clear. What? Okay, may I ask you a question? Let me show you something. I'm going to show you a little demonstration of something. Know this much, that the world system, it's against the creator. Okay? Let's be real here. Okay? The world system, it's against the creator. To answer your question so you comprehend that God, as you would say, the creator that create all is love. No, it's not. Let's go here with you so you comprehend. The world system promotes love more than anything else upon this earth. Why would they do that? And they're against the creator. Let me say it again to you. The world system promotes, pay love more than, okay, than anything else upon this earth. If love was the creator, why would they promote it in the manner that they do? You have been bewitched. You have been fooled. Love is not what you think it is. Love is the path that takes you into that duality mindset. Love makes you unstable. Because when you go into love, upon the expansion, upon the learning of that which you call and say you love, you expand into hate because of what you have learned about that which you say you love. Okay? Love is a deception to bring you into that duality mindset, which is the unstableness of your mind. That's what love brings you into. This is why all religion starts you off with that word love. Because it will make you unstable. But you don't know that. Because you've been brainwashed and indoctrinated with the word love. Now a man come and speak truth unto you. You who don't know and don't comprehend, you want to call names. Go and read the Book of Blackness. Go and search at Amazon and you will see the Book of Blackness. And download it, brother. Download it, sisters. And you will see. Love, the word love, are promoted more than anything else upon this earth by the world system. Isn't it strange? Come on, man. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all not ready for truth. Truth, y'all not ready for. But I think I'm going to have to go. And tomorrow, maybe later, I will come back on again. Later in the night, when it's more dark, when it's in the blackness. Because I promote blackness. So, so I think I'm gonna come on later on tonight. Say about in my time. Say about 8, 9 o'clock. More in the dark, in the blackness. I will bring my light outside so you could hear the nature as it's just be in the blackness. I don't need to read your stuff. I know what I know. I don't need to read your doctrine. I don't need to read your indoctrinations. You do not even know what love, our religion. And tell me, you are speaking. If I believe that I don't know, if I believe that you don't know what something are, I would tell you what it is. Just like I tell you, just to see me say what I said to you, I tell you what it is. I don't accuse you or say try to bring you down. No, I tell you that this is what it is. Okay? This is where the religious mindsets, the people who walk in that duality mindset, walking, they try to condemn something. I'm not trying to condemn nothing. I'm telling you the reality of things. If you accept it as what it is, that's on you. If you don't accept it, it's still on you. It doesn't change it because it exists. Okay? This is not something I'm creating. This is something that it is. Remember that. Blackness is light. It's the true light. And it's the first light. Without blackness, nothing would be. Um, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. When you said black, you are right. Yes, I know. But for me, it's not about wrong and right. It's about knowing. You need to come to know. I know. I'm at peace with that. I'm settled. I'm in wholeness with that. Listen to me. No man. Listen to me. This is when you can stand and say this, that you're willing to die. If there is any death, you're willing to do that for what you know. This is the level I am at today. That's the level. When you reach them kind of levels, you know you're there. You know you are there. You know you're there. Because guess what? The powers that be would defend and stand with you. Truly stand with you. Because your intent is to do no harm to no man. So the powers that be will always rescue and be there for you. So, let us ask the question, and if there's more questions, let me go and do what I need to do. But not this much that later on I'll be on, and yes, emotions will ruin you. You remember this. You're born to feel, okay? You feel. Feelings are not emotion, okay? Emotions are created because of a duality mindset, okay? That's why emotions are created. You need to know where emotions started and how it became what it became, and how it continues to make you as a person to abandon the real you. The real you is stable, stableness, wholeness, blackness. That's the real you, which is existent itself. That's the real you. And when you comprehend that, then you would then you would say and comprehend that emotions. So love is not feeling. Love is not feeling. Love is not feelings. Love is not feelings. I don't know what kind of love is not feelings. Oh boy. Okay. Let's talk later in the blackness where you can not see. Let's be real now. You're speaking things that so you tell him hey, you funny. You said listen wait, what's your comment? I gotta laugh man, because that's what I said to you. Y'all been programmed so long that that he said light over blackness is Victor phone and touch. But anyway, let me study you. Duality. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright. You're funny. But anyway, it's okay. Um oh boy. Yes. You say what? Laugh out no. Blackness is always first. I connect better in the dark. Yes, my people. Say it one more time so they could comprehend what you're saying. Love thyself. Man, know thyself. God love. Uh, I know they don't comprehend. That's not a question. I know they've been. You gotta comprehend that it's going against their their program. See, it's against their program. Guess what? I am good with that. That's right. Blackness is the healing of all nations. That's correct. Every man, until you comprehend blackness, that's the only way. There's no other way. There is no other way. There's no other way. So, you're agreeing with what I'm saying. You're agreeing with the Creator now, which is blackness. That's good to know. Blackness is the only way. Is the blackness is the end of everything? Blackness is what holds all. Say no other way. That's right. No other way but blackness. Blackness is the only way. No other way. The blackness, the earth, and the black woman. No other way. That's the true foundation of life itself. No other way. It's the beginning of all. Blackness is life. Bravo, man. Hey, I love it, my brother. Love it, love it. Keep going, keep going. You know, that's right. It's without end. Blackness is what? Eternal. That's right. Hit it. Write it one more time so they could comprehend. Blackness is eternal. It's good. Blackness is infinite. That's right. It's everywhere at the same time. Write it one more time. Let them know. Let them have it. That's what it is. You are, you said, you are more. You have more here than head. It's the extension of what's in there. Oh boy. But anyway, it's okay. Ah boy. It's all good. I said, I say, I know it's hard growing that out. It just flowed. It just flowed, man. I think they and maintaining it. For me, it's not a work. It's just it just grows and it does what it does, and I let it flow. You know, I try not to too much worry about that. I just let it flow. I don't try to dress it up and make it look special. And nah, I just let it flow. You know, I just make sure I wash it and I, you know, make sure it smells fresh and keep it fresh. That's basically it. Our people have a long way to go. Yes, our people have a long way to go. A long way to go. Yeah. Reggae lyrics. From reggae lyrics. What reggae lyrics? You are looking for stats in it. What reggae lyrics? Reggae lyrics is not what teach me nothing. Teach me what? Reggae lyrics don't teach me nothing. I get my information from the creator itself, which is the source, which is the black woman. Not from the reggae lyrics. If I follow reggae lyrics will take me straight into Haile Selassie. Reggae lyrics is not what teach me about the foundation of creation. Nah. Nah. Okay? Nah. Nah. My knowledge ain't come from the reggae lyrics. Nah. For sure not. My knowledge did not come from reggae lyrics. Let's make that clear. My knowledge did not come from reggae lyrics. Okay? Even though I respect reggae and I think reggae is one of the best music to say as a music, but to say my knowledge come from reggae music, nah. Because majority of people that sing reggae, it's really Christians. I'm not influenced by Christianity. They are really Christians because they have taken up the world way of dealing with things. They have become Christian. They follow the crowd. They love to follow the crowd. Christianity, they want to be religious. They want to be slave and masters. They want to be governing people and making people slaves. They want to be like the system. Okay? This is what they want to be like. You know? They want to speak about war and gun and reggae music lyrics don't influence me. They can't influence me. I go to the source itself, which is blackness and the earth and the black woman, not reggae music. Okay? Nah. I come from the source itself. The source is truly the black woman, the earth, and blackness itself, not reggae music. I made a question. What question is there? But there's still talking there. What else? Let me. So I'm telling you, it's all about religion. Christianity, Rastafarian religion. It's all about religion. It's BS. For me, it's not setting nobody free. You know, why would I set you free from one prison and put you in the next prison? I set you free? What free I set you? I set you free from one colonizer to the next colonizer? Come on, give me a break. You need to be free. And free indeed. Not free under someone else. Okay? I don't need to change from one slave master to the next slave master. I don't want to change from a white slave master to the black slave master. I want to be free. Because my creator, which is blackness, which is my mother, created me to be free. Okay? I was not created to be enslaved by nothing. And I refuse to be colonized mentally, willfully, by accepting to worship anything. Right. So, all these religions, Rastafarians, Christianity is a form of Christianity, using the same Bible, spouting the same things, talking about some savior and a comeback, bust to the clouds, all this foolishness. Waiting for your goodness for. Come on, man, get somewhere with the foolishness, man. Stop putting our people in bondage. Set our people free. Put our people back to the original way of living. If Rastafarian truly want to have a stand, not Rastafarian, but if black people truly want to have a stand, as to say that the original way of living, which is blackness, and true existence, that's the not no Rastafarians. Oh, colonization is over. A century ago. Century old. Stop. Nonsense. So colonization been over? You think colonization is over? You're still colonized. You're still colonized. You think colonization is still over? Is over? You're still colonized. You don't even recognize you're still colonized, isn't it? You're still colonized. Can't you see it? So let me get out of this place here. Because y'all have nothing to say. So let me go. Let me be. Remember that. Suck it, man. Me ain't study that there. You see, even though they do what they do and does not agree, one thing about me, I comprehend this much. That life is more to it than that. I'm not gonna say certain things, but it's more to it than that. I know better than that. Yes, I will have a whole someday, one that walk in wholeness, one walk in oneness with all, and hope I walk in oneness with you as a brethren. It's a black college, Rastafari Black College. Yeah. So, it's not nothing against nothing, but truth is truth. Um, Blackness is blackness, and blackness always exists. So, love you too. Praying for you too. I don't need to pray for you. You're gonna be okay. Remember that. You're gonna be all right. I need no law. I need no law because my creator set me free and my creator have made me free. I need no law. You should. Wow. Black Unite Africa. Black Unite. Black Unity. I need no law, bro. Uh, yeah. Great day to you too, man. Great day to you too. But I'm getting out of here, man. Cause I've been on here for 2 hours and something.